Now you might hear drinking makes you unsafe. Case in point, we took his safety off his M&P 40C. Took a little few-minute video on how to do it. It's real easy. One pin, you just kind of lift up the whole assembly, pull it out. But if he's going to carry, there's no. I feel a lot safer
without the
yes, because
because you reach back, grab your gun, come to pull it out, you could accidentally bump the thumb safety, and you might actually be putting it on safe when you're trying to pull that trigger, and it does no good for you.
You just look like you're just doing this.
And sometimes all you have is that half a second.
Mm-hmm. My turn or your turn for this next beer?
It's your turn. I did the first one, you did the second one,
and I do believe these the rest of the beers are the ones that we bought today, right? Or is it just one of them left over? Well, I think one of them.
There's one left over. It's at Shiner.
So one
Ruby Redbird.
1 out of 3 chance of getting that.
Oh, no, it's your turn. I was like,
which the Ruby Redbird's pretty decent. So,
you tried it? I thought we picked one and tried it.
Maybe. Oh, Jesus Lord.
Don't tell me it's 18.2.
Brewdog Tokio.
Well, at least this one was sharing and not drinking the whole thing.
We could just delete this video and redo it. Or do you want to dive into this? Nobody will know. They won't be seeing this video if we delete it.
But it's kind of pointless if it had.
If you're watching me say this, then we got it. So let's go see. I'm dreading this. Jesus Lord.
Oh crap, we're still going.
Yeah. The taupe loading. Let me get the
zoom in on this.
Get perspective for you here. This has been in the freezer for a couple hours, so it looks a little frosty.
But I think it took a while for it to
let it zoom in.
18.2%.
Alcohol 18.2%. Malt liquor. But it says it's a stout, so we will see.
Does it say malt liquor?
Yeah, it says malt liquor.
Oh.
But the glass actually has, look at that, it has ice frost on it, and this is not, there's no ice in this bottle.
Well, it's got plenty of alcohol in it for but stand it for a little bit. Dun, dun, dun.
This is going to be another one of those trophies. I don't care if it tastes like shit or not.
Just because I've never seen a beer with that much alcohol content, it's just insane. You ready to see what it looks like?
Go ahead, buddy.
That's thick stuff.
Look, that literally looks like you're pouring coffee with creamer already in it.
Holy cow.
Doesn't that look like coffee with creamer?
Look at this. It looks like straight coffee.
Here.
Now look at the carbonation bubbles. Look at this.
It's actually not too bad. Ooh, that is strong.
Whoa. Smelling your glass, dude. This is going to be interesting.
It has really does have that has stuff floating in it. You see that?
Holy cow.
It looks like there's oatmeal
like freaking pops floating in this shit. I don't know, man.
If it's terrible, we're not going to drink it. There's no sense of us getting more screwed up than needed.
Well, that is not half bad.
No, the initial got me, but it's pretty sweet. The burn, you can feel the burn in your throat.
As it goes down. But it's not that bad. I was scared.
This is one of those beers, you get a 6-pack of them, even though they're $9 a piece. $9
for a 12-ounce
plus. And you go to a party that has 3 or 4 ice chests, and you just slip one. But, you make sure you scratch off some of the label and make it look like it just happened by accident, and make sure you knock off that 18.5%.
Let somebody just random grab it and go, oh, I didn't have this, let me try this, get you drinking on it. Yeah, it'll hit them quick. Man, 18.2% alcohol by volume.
Wow. And I'm starting to get a little warm in my throat right now.
But it's not bad tasting.
It looks awesome. I mean, seriously, it's got a coffee with creamer look to it. Let me see if that camera can actually...
And it definitely has a stout.
Oh, yeah.
Hit. kind of stir it around, see if you can see the stuff float.
It's a little too... You can't really tell. There's not much light shining back through this dark-ass beer. You look through it through the sun, and there
is floating stuff.
There's stuff floating in it. It's really sweet though for the alcohol. I think that they had to increase the sweetness to hide that alcohol.
The burn.
It's still coming through though.
Imagine what it'd be if they didn't make it so sweet.
Ooh. So pretty much 9% alcohol from here to here. It's like me drinking 3 Oklahoma 12-ounce beers. In this. Not that, yeah. Ooh. That burns.
How many do we have left?
2. Which I think we should stop on this one for now.
Yeah.
We gotta go shoot my AR in a few hours.
I was really surprised on how simple it was to take that out.
Yeah, he was considering going down to the gunsmith and paying probably at least $10 for them to do 2 minutes worth of hammering out one pin and pulling it out.
Well, the first video we watched,
Yeah, the guy was talking about a spring
taking the whole thing out, and he said a spring shoots out and it's itty bitty and like you can lose it. I was like, man, I don't want to do that because then I'd have to find somebody that's got the spring to get my gun back to work. And I was like, man, I'd rather pay $10 for a gunsmith. But we found another video where it showed you didn't have to take the whole assembly out. All we had to do is knock that pin out, lift the assembly just enough to wiggle that safety out, drop it back in, throw the pin back in, throw the slide on, it's back to work.
But if you have an M&P and you're wondering, you will look on top. There will be a piece of metal right here where my finger is. And the rest of it's plastic. Just take a piece of tape, put over that plastic, make sure it's all free of oil. And if anything does happen, that tape will help. Make sure you keep your finger on it the whole time. I suggest having 2 people. One person hold the gun frame with their finger over it, holding the removal tool. You can use the removal tool that comes in with the gun. And the other person with a rubber mallet. We don't suggest using steel. We were actually about to use a steel wrench of some sort.
Do we want to show them the tool?
Nah. But the rubber mallet didn't mess it up at all. Knock that pin out, pull your tool out, grab a piece of plastic, slowly pull it up while the other person works this out. No problem.
It ended up being a lot simpler than we thought we were getting.
Yeah. And he says it holsters a lot better now.
Yeah, because with this plastic safety sticking on both sides, either your finger is hitting on this trying to holster it, or this side is catching on the leather part of the top of your holster when you're trying to stick it in. It might hang a little bit. Now it's real smooth getting it now. Now back to the beer.
I'm already feeling warm.
Me too.
This is a $9 beer. I don't think we need to throw this out. He paid for it, so if I throw it out, it's pretty much me slapping him in the face.
Yeah, it's not cheap, but I just couldn't not buy it. I was like, it's the most alcohol content I've ever seen in beer, and I was wondering, how would it taste? It actually tastes better than I thought it was going to taste.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be one of those ones you took a sip and it was like, want to spit it out, but it's got a hit. But it's not a whirlpool.
No, it's if it didn't have that sweetness, this would be on the floor.
And now that I'm like the third drink in, it's starting to grow on me. The taste of it.
Yeah, the initial taste is good, but half a second after you quit swallowing,
You feel it burn all the way down.
half a second after you stop swallowing, you get the shivers.
You have to feel your chest start to warm up.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this beer is freaking ice cold.
Yeah, there was literally frost on the bottle. Like you could have scraped it off. I'm sweating pretty good now. You gotta think, I drank a little less than half of what was in here. It's about to that.
Yeah.
And that already consists of me drinking
2 probably.
No, these are 5%.
Oh, you're talking about the honey browns?
No, okay, it's pretty much considered drinking a whole 12 ounces of 3-2. But alcohol does not matter. But in this case, it does, because we were just wondering.
Yeah. Just kind of not try it, you know.
Would you buy it again? No.
Not for me to drink, but to have somebody else drink or something.
Would I buy it again if it was the same price as anything else, $9 to $10? Oh God, yes. Just for the simple fact that you could get some people tore up fast. Just people standing around, hey, I got some beer for you to try here. Here, you know, like I said, randomly, accidentally scrape off the percentage accident. Oh, you know, stuff happens.
Yeah.
And just to see their face when they drink it, it's... Even if they don't like it, I guarantee you they're going to drink it.
Scrap it off, sit there and be like, I bet you, you can't drink this 6-pack and still walk a straight line.
Mm-hmm. Guaranteed you'll be screwed. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, that's a lot of alcohol to be put down.
You like it?
I'm starting to like it more as we drink it, but it's not something that I'm going to want to just buy on a regular basis.
I'm sorry you wasted $9.
But it's not a waste. We got to experience it.
My lips are already getting a little numb. It's because the alcohol's on your lips. I ain't chugging this, so don't think that's...
No, that's not happening. You know what? Look at the bottom of my glass.
Yeah, I see it on mine.
It's all settling down at the bottom. The chunks.
Chunks, that sounds gross.
Yeah, I know. Like Casey and a Storm blowing chunks.
Casey, he was spraying. Storm just feed a little bit, but Casey was like, ugh.
That would be funny to have them here for this review, them having to drink a whole entire one.
Have them both sit down and say, the first person to drink this whole thing, I'm going to give you $50. It'd be worth seeing, I guarantee it.
They'd both be...
Drink without puking.
We win our money back on that one.
Because it is bitter.
Yeah.
Like it just chewed on a piece of wheat that's still green. Or some corn stalk or something.
Hopefully when we get done with this, we can show them the pieces in the bottom. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Look at the bottom. You can see it everywhere in there.
Well, you poured yours first, so you got more than me.
Look at that.
Yeah, it looks like it's a piece of grain.
Try and drink it slow so I can leave the pieces in the bottom from the sea on the
I'm sorry, dude, I can't do that. If you want to finish it, you can, but...
Well, I'm going to be able to finish it so they can see the...
You could just take some of yours and pour it in. Making a mess. I didn't catch shit.
There you go. Just show them all that.
There you go.
That is all throughout the beer, just chunks.
If I can get it in frame. Yeah, there, and there's some right there. Some right here. Would you get it again if it was $10 a 6-pack?
$10 a 6-pack?
Would you drink it? Love it and like it?
No.
Nope.
I couldn't even finish half the freaking beer, dude.
The alcohol just gets you.
It's not enjoyable.
Well, remember, it is considered a malt liquor. But that's just too much liquor.
In other words, if you are a beer person, stay away from it. You're getting into the range of drinking liquor. You know what I mean?
But if you're...
might as well just pour a shot of tequila and take it.
If you're drinking a fifth of vodka and it doesn't faze you, drink it. My fingers are sticky. Like I just stuck them in sugar water. You better get that off there. It's going to dry up and
Stay at the table.
stay on the table. This is pong table.
Comment, don't take everything off.
Yeah. But don't get it.
For a malt liquor, I'd rate it up there. But for a freaking, what, let's see here. Flavored malt liquor, but they also consider it an oak aged stout.
Look at that.
What are we going to rate it under?
You've
Oak aged stout
or
malt liquor?
Let's do both. A stout, it tastes, it's too sweet to be a stout in my opinion. But for a malt liquor, it's too damn potent. I've had OE 800, and that's probably about half the alcohol. And my fingers are...
We gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, malt liquor, number, go.
For the price, I'd have to give it a 1, because that is some expensive gangsta juice.
For a malt liquor, I'll give it a 3.
But that's expensive. You're paying for the shock value,
Yeah.
which you give me $1.50 and I'll pour some Everclear in a Budweiser and say, hey, look, it's 30 proof.
You know what we noticed? Now we know why the shelf was full and back.
Yeah, that's a very acquired taste. Very sweet, very bitter. I'd never think you could get sweet and bitter in the same damn beer.
Unlike the one we will be pulling later, that Tatty Porter by Samuel Smith. That one, there were only 3 bottles left on the shelf.
You got them all.
Most other beers, they were lined to the back. And I was like, you know what? I know I like it, and it's the only place I've ever seen it. Guess what? It's all mine.
Which tomorrow, which is going to be a late upload tomorrow, unfortunately. Unfortunately for you, fortunately for me, because I'm going to be here.
Tomorrow morning, we're going to fish.
Yeah, we're going to be doing something. So, you know, it's been a work week and it's the weekend. Anywho, tomorrow's, of course, it'll be up by the time you watch this, so don't go by what I say. For me, tomorrow, Bully Porter from Boulevard, another disaster. Me and Storm had, which is our last beer, and it's the finale. I think from now on it should be the finale. It should be the last beer, or just an episode after the last beer. Will be a good 30-minute video of just talking, and that's what me and Storm did. The beer was terrible, so we just talked for about, I think the video was like 33 minutes long.
I don't think he likes me. We ain't done just a video of talking. He don't like me. Hey, baby.
You going to bed? You going to bed?
Yes.
Do what? Yes.
What's wrong? Allergic reaction again?
Love you, baby. That was my wife.
It's someone I consider my sister,
Yeah.
just like I consider him my brother.
All of the people at work.
Huh?
All of the people at your work think.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Rumors go around at their job
That we
that
was
they're
having
fooling
relations.
around. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good. Tasted
Yeah, that
terrible.
right there.
It tasted terrible, but it got the job done.
It's one of those deals that now we are going to have to wait, you know, an hour or two to sober up a little before we're going to touch that AR.
The way this tastes is one of those fresh out of the fridge, chug, 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 oh, it tastes terrible, terrible, puke. And then 5 minutes later, you're like, whoa. That did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, pretty much with that saying going, liquor.
Yeah, just have you a few shots.
Yeah.
You could have got a 750 milliliter of vodka for the price you got for this one bottle.
And it would have done the same thing.
And at least with vodka, you can mix it with something. What can you mix this with? Nothing.
Maybe your coffee, but yeah.
Yeah, it had a really, it looked, seriously, it looked like you had coffee and creamer, and you were just recording from here to here, and someone was pouring both in at the same time. With the way it blended, it looked amazing. But
If you'd have watched as it came out of the bottle, You could see a little bit of the clearness, like it was a cream, but as
And
soon
then
as it
yeah.
built up in that bottle, it was just dark,
Yeah,
like coffee.
It's weird the way that the brown and the light brown kind of blended together, like creamer was going in and out. That was awesome looking.
It was pretty cool. It was a good experience. I mean, I don't feel bad
No.
or feel sorry about spending, almost $10 on that one bottle, because it was a good experience. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It was fun.
But this is definitely going to be a safe bottle because I've never seen an 18.2% liquor, vinegar.
Yeah, it's definitely one
Alcohol.
we're going to rinse the stuff out of it, but keep the label dry, and we'll put it up on the shelf of trophies.
Which the way the label feels, I mean, it's like a decal kind of thing. Feel that?
Yeah,
It's not
like
paper. It's plastic.
Yeah. You can feel abrasion on it.
Yeah. So Tokio, product of Scotland, 18.2%. No.
But if you want to buy it just one time, just to feel the experience,
Just a feel
Go
of
for
bitter and
yeah.
it's really sweet, and this is how much did not get drunk. And there's some on the
Did not
table.
get drink.
Drank. Anyway,
We might be rednecks, but we got to at least try to speak a little bit proper.
there you go.
What am I talking about?
Anyway, this is a long enough video over one beer that we didn't even finish, so goodbye.
Yeah. See you next time.